From earning millions of dollars from the Netflix series alone to practically growing up on the Stranger Things set, Millie Bobby Brown has given her all when it comes to the series. Now, it looks like the 19-year-old actress is done with the franchise for good. Apparently, she turned down a role in the upcoming Stranger Things movie. Rumors have been going around about the star turning down a huge paycheck in return for starring in the new Stranger Things spin-off movies. It seems like Millie really wants to branch out, and honestly, who can blame her? Along with the majority of cast members like Noah Schnapp and Gaten Matarazzo, Millie Bobby Brown has been a part of the Stranger Things universe since 2016, when she was just 11 years old. Now, there's not a lot of information about the spin-off show or movie yet, and the Duffer Brothers haven't really hinted at what the potential plot lines could be. The element of mystery is definitely there with this spin-off, and it looks like fans are only going to find out when all the details are officially announced by the creators of the show. Whenever this happens, it's clear that Brown won't be a part of it. The young actress has already proved just how talented she is, and she doesn't want to be pigeonholed as the girl who plays 11 anymore. The Sun reported that she turned down $12 million. That's a huge number to pass on. But it looks like Millie is determined to move on and make her mark in other projects. Still, she's always going to be a huge part of the Stranger Things universe. And according to a source, nothing is off the table for the spin-off. As I said before, the Duffer Brothers are carefully guarding the secret of what their next project will be about. One thing's for sure, it could take many directions. For example, it could be a stage show on Broadway and the West End. Harry Potter fans know this sounds very familiar. Considering the latest play, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. If you think the Duffer Brothers are running out of ideas just because Stranger Things is ending, you're wrong. In fact, there might be more than one spin-off series in the works. A source told The Sun that another spin-off series might follow one of the main characters in Stranger Things. That sounds exciting! Unfortunately, we won't have any confirmation until the Duffer Brothers actually decide to let us in on their secrets. For now, all fans can do is wait for the 5th and final season of their favorite Netflix show. It's due to come out in the summer, and honestly, I just can't wait to see what the writers have in store for the Telekinetic 11. As sad as I am to think this is the last time that Millie Bobby Brown makes an appearance in the Stranger Things universe, I can't lie and say I'm not super excited about her upcoming projects. Mills has been super vocal about exploring new roles and avenues, and it's definitely going to be fun to see her in new projects now that Stranger Things isn't taking up most of her time. Just a few weeks ago, Brown talked to 17 magazine about how much she loves The White Lotus on HBO. She even said she would love to star in one of the upcoming seasons. I don't know about you, but I really want to see what spin she'd bring to a character in a snobby, rich hotel on an exotic vacation somewhere far away. Honestly though, if Millie goes in the opposite direction completely and decides to take a break for a bit after her ongoing projects and Stranger Things, I wouldn't blame her. In the same interview, she talked about how difficult it can get to be a child star, and thanked her family for supporting her throughout. I can't even imagine what it would be like working since you were just 9 years old. If there's anyone who deserves a break, it's Millie Bobby Brown. The young actress is just amazing, and she's spoken about her whole experience with the Netflix franchise many times. When it comes to Stranger Things ending forever, Millie has been really honest in her interviews about how bittersweet the filming of Season 5 will be. She told Good Morning America that it's going to be hard to say goodbye to the show. She even compared the whole experience of being on the show to high school, saying that she grew up on Stranger Things. Millie went on to say that the cast members are just like her school friends, and even though the show is ending, it's not like she's never gonna see them again. The Enola Holmes actress also talked about how the show has been a huge part of her career and how she'll never forget how it was to be a part of Stranger Things. It looks like all interviewers want to know about is what Millie Bobby Brown wants to do next. Because in another interview, the actress talked about how she's ready to wrap up. She thinks that most of the story has been told now, and the show has been in all the cast members' lives for a long time. Mills also straight up said that she's ready to say goodbye to this chapter of her life. Now, the talented young star is determined to create stories that are important to her and allow her to focus on the bigger picture. That being said, she said she's always going to be grateful for Stranger Things. This whole situation is definitely bittersweet, but the rumors about Millie turning down a huge check like that got so big that the Duffer Brothers had to respond. They immediately debunked everything in a reply to a tweet that talked about the whole situation. As the writers of the hit Netflix series, they had to put an end to the rumors ASAP. But the Duffer Brothers debunked this whole story. It looks like they don't need Millie for the spinoff. They straight up said that nothing in the article is true and that they have no idea why they need to keep debunking this rumor. It looks like all of this is just for the clicks and views for gossip sites on Twitter. The Duffer Brothers might not need Millie at all. Now that I'm looking at the whole situation, it's safe to say everyone's ready to close this chapter for good. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown has made a name for herself outside the series, starring and executive producing movies like Enola Holmes. Not only this, but she made an appearance in Godzilla, King of Monsters, and has so many exciting upcoming projects. Personally, I can't wait for her next Netflix movie titled Damsel. The movie tells the story of a girl named Elodie who has grown up in a poverty-stricken land called Inifi. Things change completely for Elodie, though, because she's offered enough wealth to save Inifi by a rich family. Of course, this comes at a cost, and this family is offering Inifi all these riches in exchange for her daughter's hand in marriage. Unfortunately, this movie isn't a fairy tale where Elodie accepts the proposal and lives happily ever after. When she goes to the kingdom of this new family for the first time, she learns that they have their fair share of dark secrets. I just know Millie will play this character so well. If you thought this was the only thing she's been working on, you're wrong. She's also going to be part of a graphic novel adaptation. Just a few months ago, Brown was spotted on the set of The Electric State. This is something that is completely new to Millie's fans because they haven't seen her in a project like this before. She really meant it when she said she was trying to open up new chapters. All these upcoming projects prove one thing: she's a versatile queen, and she's only going to get bigger and bigger in Hollywood. Well, that's all about how Millie turned down a role in the Stranger Things movie.